Welcome to Books Cause Insomnia. My name is Michelle. I'm here with my doggie, Olive. There she is. I don't typically do TBR videos anymore because I'm really a mood reader. But I decided to go ahead and do one for October, November, and December. The reason is I have a readathon that I'm doing in October. I'm planning on doing one in December. I'm going to be doing nonfiction November. I've got a buddy read this month and in December. And I've also got some ARCs that I was sent. So it just makes sense to me, since there's that many books that I know I'm going to be reading, to do some TBRs in these 3 months. I'm going to be doing the Hallow Reads Readathon with Jess and Megan, and that one is on Instagram. And I'll put a link to that down in the description box in case you want to join. I will be doing a vlog of that readathon, and I'll go more in depth about what the different prompts are and everything that I'm doing in that vlog. The 4 books that I'm going to be reading for the readathon are Cackle by Rachel Harrison, Ghost Cat by Beverly Butler, and Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I've been wanting to read this so bad ever since I read Jennifer McMahon's Children on the Hill. So I'm very excited about reading those. And then I have another book that I want to do the audiobook of, called The Babysitter Lives by Stephen Graham Jones. That one, I love babysitter horror. I'm so excited about that one. It's about a girl, a teenager, who is babysitting twins. And at first it seems like they're playing pranks on her, but then it seems like the house is coming after all of them. Then I'm doing a buddy reads with my friend AJ Dunn. We're reading The Magician's Assistant by Ann Patchett. I've heard so many good things about this book. This one is about a lady whose husband dies, and she finds out he's got a bunch of secrets, even secrets about his family. I'm a member of the Thrill a Month book club, and that is put on by AJ Dunn, the same friend that I'm reading this book with. And the book for this month is The Girl on the Train, and I'm excited to read this. I started reading it years ago, and when we moved out to Las Vegas from Florida, I left it in Florida and started reading a different book on the way here. And then I think I made a weird, rash decision to tell my husband to go ahead and just get rid of it. Because, you know, when you're moving, you're just saying, get rid of everything. And now I'm going to actually read the whole thing. The ARCs that I'm going to be reading were all in my anticipated reads for October and November. So if you want to hear what those are about, you can go ahead and watch that video or the synopsis for each of them. The first one that I'm reading is The Undertaker's Daughter by John James Minster. The Animal by Chad Nichols. Clouds Without Water by Gary Harper. And then also, I know it's kind of, and then also The Homicidal Hairstyle of the Viral Video Vixen by Philip Mottes. That one has arrived. Look at that cover. Isn't that pretty? Love these colors. Kind of matches my shirt. Maybe I should, or my sweater. Maybe I should just walk around with it all day. Actually, I will be walking around with it all day because I'm almost finished reading it. Speaking of my most anticipated reads video, one of the books that I said I really wanted to get and read was Hester by Laurie, Lico, Albanese. And I ended up selecting it as my, no, you can't have that. I ended up, she has some teddy bears now. She wants all of mine. I got to keep it up higher. Actually, I guess I'll put it back where it was. You can't have that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You've got your teddy bears. That's mine. I selected it as my book of the month. Look at this cover. It's so pretty. And this is a sequel to The Scarlet Letter. And I've never read The Scarlet Letter. So I thought, well, I better read that before I read Hester. So I'm going to read this. I definitely will be reading this. I already started it. And I'm actually loving this. I'm so sorry. Oh, I know. Watch out. Don't knock over all my books. Come on. You're okay. Oh, I love you too. Do you like my Chucky mug? And then I have some other books that I want to read this month. Now, am I going to get to them? Probably not. I have quite the stack here. But I want to get to them, and if I can, I will. I guess we'll see. But it's still fun to see what all of us are hoping to read. This one is a reread for me. It's The Diva Haunts the House. This is my favorite cozy mystery author, and this is my favorite Halloween book that she wrote. It's just so fun. It's got all the Halloween feels, and it's also got a very cozy vibe to it for fall. And I've read it 2 or 3 times. I'd love to read it again. We'll see. Speaking of babysitters, I've got The Babysitter by R.L. Stine. It's about a babysitter named Jenny who starts getting crank calls. What is that movie where the babysitter's getting crank calls? That one was actually pretty creepy, I thought. Where there's like that garden in the middle of the house with the sprinkler system. That one was pretty good, actually. Shades of Autumn by Margaret Mayo. This one is about a woman named Laura who has a boss that she can't stand and then starts to fall for. Death of a Wicked Witch by Lee Hollis. This one has to do with a food truck caterer dying at a Halloween party and a competitive caterer being accused of murdering her. And I do have a bunch of manga that I still need to read too, and graphic novels. But the one I'm really wanting to get to this month is Witch Hat Atelier. This one is about a young girl named Coco who wants to learn magic, but the witches that she knows are keeping it hidden. She starts to delve into the magic and does something that goes awry and causes grievous harm. So she leaves home and begins the tale within this book. Then I've got my favorite horror story. In this book, the author, or whoever, should I say author? The person that edited it asked the great horror authors to pick their favorite short horror stories. And that's what this one is. It's kind of fun. One thing that I love about used books is sometimes they have writing or annotations in them. And this one has some writing and some stars in it. And it says, note, stars were placed long after reading this book. Other stories could also be great. And then stars. So I don't know if that person was saying that to the next reader, or if they were just, maybe this was a gift that they gave to someone. I'm not sure. But the ones that they starred are The Rats in the Walls by H.P. Lovecraft, The Human Chair by Edogawa Rampo, The Distributor by Richard Matheson, and The Color Out of Space by H.P. Lovecraft. And that one they put 2 stars by. Then I've got mystery number 3, Mallory and the Ghost Cat, which is a Babysitter's Club book. This one is about a babysitter, obviously. Lots of babysitter books in this video, 3 of them. They keep hearing these cries, and her and the kids are trying to find out what the cries are. They finally find a cat hiding in the attic, and so they call the cat Ghost Cat. But then the crying doesn't stop. One of my favorite newer authors is S.A. Cosby, and I found his first book, My Darkest Prayer. Have you heard of this one? I had to really dig to find it. I think he's either got a new book coming out or they are reprinting this one. I'm not sure which, but something of his is coming out soon. I think it's this, but this one is a first edition, and it looks like he self-published this one. So I'm thinking if they are republishing this, it's probably with a publisher. Whether it's working at his cousin's funeral home or tossing around the local riffraff at his favorite bar, Nathan Waymaker is a man who knows how to handle the bodies. A former Marine and sheriff's deputy, Nathan has built a reputation in his small southern town as a man you can go for to help when all other avenues have been exhausted. When a local minister with grandiose ambitions is found dead, Nathan is approached by his parishioners who feel the local police are dragging their feet with the investigation. What starts out as an easy payday soon descends into a maze of mayhem filled with wannabe gangsters, vicious crime lords, porn stars, crooked police officers, and a particularly treacherous preacher and his mysterious wife. Nathan must use all of his varied skills and some of his wit to navigate the murky waters of small-town corruption, even as dark secrets of his own threaten to come to the surface. And then the last one that I have is from one of the greats, Agatha Christie. It's The Last Seance, Tales of the Supernatural. Featuring fantastic psychic visions, specters looming in the shadows, encounters with deities, and a man who switches bodies with a cat. I did read another short story book by Agatha Christie, and I really enjoyed it. Be sure to keep your eye out for future videos this month. I have a lot of fun videos planned for October. Let me know if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them, or if you want to read any of these books. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night. Happy reading. Bye.